Welcome to another session with me, myself, Umar Khan. Today is 20 years. Today marks 20 years since September 11 attacks on the American soil. The reason I've chosen this date to kind of talk about this specific topic, well, because it has to do with freedom. We have been so vocal as a nation, so particular, so big on individual and collective freedom, that it only made sense for me to speak about this topic or speak about this issue today. Now, by virtue of being a male, I may not qualify to talk about it, but I am taking inspiration from more than 74 House members of the Texas legislature and easily at least about 11 members of Senate, male members of Texas Senate. So I'm actually drawing some inspiration from these individuals, because if these males can vote to make abortion illegal or to institute a ban on abortion beyond 6 weeks, then I believe I stand well within my right to talk about this issue. So what Governor Abbott did was, effective September, in the state of Texas, any and all abortions with no exceptions become illegal beyond the 6-week cutoff mark. At which point, based on the medical research, based on expert opinions of doctors, of medical experts, gynecologists, so many women don't even know that they are pregnant. But state of Texas and Governor Abbott thought in a very prudent manner and presented a bill and got it passed and turned it into a law that, you know what, regardless of that, we shall still mandate abortion bans. Now, where does the problem begin? The problem begins, as I said, where more than 70 members of Texas House are males that voted for it. And let me actually give you exact numbers. These numbers I'm taking from statistica.com. 1 Democrat and 82 Republicans voted on May 6, 2021, voted yes, mostly on party lines. At least 74 of those 83 individuals were males. They voted yes for this ban. And then later, May 13, 2021, Texas Senate, 17 Republicans and 1 Democrat. At least 11 of those individuals were males. They voted yes. So it's very important that we know who these people are. So you can actually go to statistica.com and get the names of these individuals. And there are women in this list too, which I'm going to come to that point a bit later. So the question being, how are these males qualified to make a decision when or when not a woman should not be allowed to get abortion? Did they carry a baby in their womb? Did they become pregnant? Did someone impregnate them? Did any one of these males get raped, because of which they gave birth to a child, because of which they have a say? Was there any opinion taken from Planned Parenthood, from female rights organizations in the state of Texas? Was that done? Our state representatives and senators, they can mandate abortion ban. They can limit an individual's personal choice by mandating it, by making it illegal, which will impact rest of their life. 20 years, 23 years, 25 years, 35 years, literally changing the course of their life. But the same individuals, same organization, and I'm talking about our legislature, will not mandate a mask ban or mandating masks in educational institutes. So why would that be? Or even Governor Abbott going so far as to say that President Biden's vaccine mandate violates businesses' freedom. You know, there's one reason that comes to my mind, because all these businesses contribute towards political aspirations of Governor Abbott, of all these political candidates in the upcoming elections, so way more than individuals do. So of course, does it not make more sense for Governor Abbott and all these individuals who voted for these things, for these bans, to vote against a vaccine mandate for businesses? Because come next elections, these businesses are not going to contribute towards the political aspirations of Governor Abbott and so many other candidates. So clearly there is a great degree of hypocrisy, where on one side we see say no to vaccine mandate of Joe Biden, but on the other side we are going to limit your ability, ma'am, to get an abortion beyond 6 weeks. Oh, you know what, by the way, we do understand that you may not even know that you're pregnant by 6-week mark, but it's still illegal. So good luck with that. And they did that without getting pregnant, without ever carrying a child for 9 months, without ever having to go through that experience of getting sexually assaulted or sexually violated, and then having to go through that time and that process and that mental. So I don't know if this is hypocrisy or not. To me, clearly it is hypocrisy of the highest level. My second question is that, is a school-going child not as important as a child who may have only developed heartbeat, who may or may not have developed heartbeat by 6-week mark? So are both not equal? Do both not have equal rights? If a fetus that is only 6 weeks old has the right to live based on what you did, then do kids who are alive, do they not have the right to feel safe in an environment where they are interacting with so many other kids, so many other teachers, so many other administrators who come from different backgrounds, who may have spouses, partners going to work in different environments and getting exposed in different environments? So should we not equate both? If we want to give that right by mandating that you are going to live through this pregnancy, then how is it fair that we do not give the same right to all these kids who are going to school, that all of you kids, we want to keep you safe, we want to keep you protected based on the CDC guidelines, based on the guidelines of the mental health and health experts, we are going to institute a mask mandate in schools. So are both these children not equal, or is there a difference? Think about that. And my last question, why in the list of 83 House representatives and 18 senators are there also females? Now, if there are females, I understand it is their individual right to vote either way, but do they not feel empathetic towards other females who may have gone through an experience where they may not want to continue pregnancy beyond 6 weeks? They may have just found out 6.5 weeks later, 6.5 weeks into pregnancy, that they are carrying a child, and now they want to abort. Do these women who voted yes for this bill not feel empathetic towards all these females they are about to violate? And I say this as a man. The fact of the matter remains that part of these legislators, part of these lawmakers, there are women who have voted yes to institute an abortion ban beyond 6 weeks of pregnancy. Knowing well, hopefully knowing well, if these lawmakers have gotten pregnant, have given birth to children, that they may or may not know at the 6-week cutoff date that they were pregnant. So what does that tell us about these lawmakers? About these women lawmakers? The fact that we cannot equate or we cannot hold a school-going child and a 6-week-old fetus with the same respect. We want to give a forced right of existence to one, but we want to take the right of existence from the other group. And why there be hypocrisy when it comes to mask mandates, when it comes to vaccine mandates, but there is a different standard when it comes to abortion mandate. Today is September 11, 2021. 20 years ago, I saw what happened. It was on television. I saw the aftermaths of that event all around the world. More than 3,000 people lost their lives in the United States of America. More than 80,000 people lost their lives in Afghanistan and Pakistan in the subsequent 20 years. But when it comes to freedom, when it comes to exercising or making sure that individuals can have that right to choose, that personal right to choose, our Texas lawmakers differentiate between right to abort and right to wear a mask, plus businesses' right to conduct vaccine mandates. Hypocrisy. Once again, freedom just does not mean that we wave our flag on July 4th, we remember our soldiers, our servicemen and women, we celebrate Labor Day, we commemorate our veterans, but it absolutely also means that we respect each individual's right to exist, to worship, to practice their beliefs, unless their belief practice contradicts someone else's existence by virtue of violence, and the right to exist peacefully, per the Constitution of the United States of America. Think about it.